So first of all, good evening, everyone. So I'm the host today, and today's topic is it good to continue with your hobbies like playing and etc. to refresh yourself or your mind? So I think, Nikita, you should start this first. Nikita.
So thank you, host, for giving me the opportunity to speak on the topic, which is it good to continue with your hobbies like playing, singing, playing games, etc. Refresh your mood. Uh, and I would also like to say good evening to everyone. So I will begin with the topic now. So my answer to this question is that yes, definitely we should go for our hobbies if we want to refresh our mind, because if we will talk about the actual definition of hobby, so it describes it like this, that hobby is something that we like and then we pursue it. So I want to go a little deep into the hobbies. There are two kinds of hobbies. First one is the hobbies which it requires uh, physical work, and like playing outdoor games, especially playing outdoor sports and playing and doing exercises, workout, going out for a walk. All these kinds of hobbies comes in that category. So when we uh, choose for opt for these hobbies, then we naturally and fortunately grab an opportunity to develop interaction with Mother Nature and Mother Earth and enjoy its various benefits like fresh air, green environment, and fresh smell, which soothes our mind and keeps us calm and peaceful. While on the other hand, if I talk about hobbies which requires mental efforts like playing indoor games like chess, ludo, carom, and even listening to music or listening to any podcast, watching favorite TV shows, movies, and even going on social media platforms and scrolling the feeds. So all these things sharpens the strength of our mind, and it also boosts mental alert in us, because when we read those feeds, it keeps us distracted from our stress and other things. So if I will combine all these things, so hobbies are very beneficial for us, because it not only keeps us physically active but also keeps us mentally and emotionally strong, because it reduces the stress level in us, and naturally it has a biological impact on our body as well, as the level of happy hormones gets elevated when we do hobbies, that is when we do work that we like. So it elevates the good hormones in our body, resulting in higher productivity, and our productivity is 2 times much better than as usual. So I would say that definitely we should go for our hobbies if we want to refresh our mood. And uh, and one more thing is that uh, it has also thank you.
So thank you, Nikita. Your speech was good. Anybody wants to give feedback to Nikita?
I just
Okay.
want to one thing, when Supriya raises her hand, so Nikita stop immediately.
Uh,
Not looking good. So
you
like
should
she's
complete.
yeah,
You should
she's saying
complete.
something and in between she's just stop.
Yes.
I thought that Karan has raised hand actually.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I
I
couldn't see it
think
I
properly.
I think it was a reminder
Yes. It was a
that you
reminder
can
that
speak
you
for
should
10
Okay,
complete
15
your
seconds more.
speech
I
in
thought
10
Yeah.
to
that.
15. Yes.
Okay, next time I
Okay.
will definitely remember.
No problem, no problem. Uh, so I think, Supriya, you can go next for your speech.
So, thank you, host. Firstly, good evening to one and all present here. So, today's topic is why we should continue with our hobbies or not. So, in this dynamic era of tech industry, we all are here to enhance our capabilities. We all are here to, learn new coding skills and all those stuff. So, we are so engaged in all those things that we are not even able to give ourselves enough time to even eat properly. It happens with most of us, like managing college hours after doing hectic work and all those stuffs. After it, we have to do assignments also. So that those things, put a person in a limited criteria, like you have to only work, you have to only think, your life becomes limited. In order to get rid out from that life, you should have some kind of hobby, should watch that you have also got a second life which is called as personal life. In that personal life you should spend time with your family, you should go out, you should do the things which enhance your memory. In what I mean to say is, you can just continue with your hobbies. I'm not saying that you have to spend 1 hour or 2 hour onto your hobbies. Definitely it's going to uh, kick you behind in the competitive world, because we all are here to prepare. So we should manage the time in such a way that it shouldn't even affect our studies. And moreover, our mind should also get refreshed. I just mean to say that make a suitable and well timetable for all the things, just like you have to balance your personal and your professional life as well, because balance is something which is very important. So I can say that you should continue with your hobbies until unless it's not harming your studies. But if you feel like that you are spending too much time on your hobbies, like you are playing, you're using phone and these activities which can distract you from your focus part is to just stay in a concentrated manner so that you can achieve your criteria, you can accomplish your goal on the given period of time. So I should say that dedicating only 30 minutes to your hobbies is more than enough to refresh your mind, and it's even more than enough to recharge your body. So that's what I all want to say, that you should keep a balance between your hobbies as well as your professional life. So thank you about it.
So thank you, Supriya. Your speech was great. Anybody wants to give feedback to Supriya? No one? Okay. So I think Vishal bhai, you can start with your speech.
Yeah, so thank you, host, for giving the opportunity. The topic is why hobbies are important in our life, or how can hobbies help us to get or to be more productive in our work life. So I would like to tell you that hobbies are very much important, as we all know, and each and everyone should have, any hobbies, so that we can, when we are free, so we can work on our hobbies. If we don't have any hobbies, so we can do some other things which we really want to do. Like some of somebody wants to go, if somebody wants to go outside, or be chill with your friends or your friend circle, so you can do this thing so that you can, your mind should get some relax, or and after that you can just return to your work, or then you will get to know that you can be more productive in your work, whatever you are doing, because when you give some rest to your work, uh, with the help of the things, by doing the things which you really want. So actually one thing which I want to tell you, that we should always take some break, or so because of when we are not giving any break to ourselves, so it is very tough to do something, I mean, where, or when we are just continuously doing something, or not giving any break to ourselves, we are not able to take more productive results. We just go less productive. So that's it from my side. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Vishal bhai. Your speech was good. Anybody wants to give feedback to Vishal bhai? Okay, Nikita, you can.
Thank you, host. Vishal, your today's speech wasn't that structured and it wasn't precise, and you were not making that points which were relevant to the topic. However, you were able to convey your message in the second half of your speech, but without any professionalism. So I would say that you could have made it a little more formal, your speech, your overall speech.
Thank you
Um,
so much. I'll work on that.
thank, thank you, Nikita, for your feedback. We should make a
Welcome.
new meet because time is less. I'm not ready.
Removed.
So Vishal is done now. Aman, you can go next for your speech.
Okay, so thank you so much, Karan, for giving me a chance. And so, as we all know, for today's our topic is we have to go with our hobbies, whatever we have or not, and how it will be beneficial for us. So firstly, in yes or no, my answer is or like yes, we should have to be continue with our hobbies, whatever we have, and a true definition of hobby is not always like singing, dancing, or playing. It can be anything by doing some task if we are getting pleased or happy, so it can be our hobby. For some people, like we are in IT field, so we like don't know like or don't like coding, so coding is also can be a hobby for some people who is done it in his or her past. And like Nikita said, we can divide into two parts. The first one is doing exercise, playing, singing, dancing, and another thing to environment friendly, walking. Some peoples are good, they want doing gym regularly, so it's also can be a hobby. So by and how it is beneficial for us. So first thing, by doing our hobbies, it can be a stress relief when like from our hectic life, if we'll get some times to do that thing which we like, so it is always be beneficial for us. It is also good for our mental health. In yesterday's session, Supriya is talking about solving puzzles, so I think by solving puzzles we can be more strong to our mind will be more strong. And if we are playing some outdoor activities, we can make some social connections also. And we can have some creativity and innovations. We can also work on our skill development, or and doing some outdoor activities like playing. We can also work on our physical health. It can be also improved by doing that. But if I'm talking about some disadvantage, so everything is good if we do that in a limit. So time management have to be used here. We do not have to give our all time in that field. Or like some of the topics that Nikita says, watching reels on Instagram, watching movies or web series, playing some online gaming, playing Free Fire or BGMI. So time wasting is we have to improve that thing. Otherwise, is it good? Thank you so much, Karan.
Hmm. Thank you, Aman. Your speech was good. Anybody wants to give feedback to Aman, please? So, Nikita, you can go first.
Thank you, host. Aman, your speech was looking like as if you are getting stuck somewhere because you were giving speeches in fractions of time. As I noticed, it happened in frequent intervals of time, and not about today's speech only. Only I have noticed in most of your speeches that you somewhat deliver. There are many pauses in fractions of time. Means many pauses, and there wasn't a proper structure. While you were referring that there are two kinds of hobbies, physical and mental, but you only talked about the physical one and you forgot to talk about the mental one. That
Yeah,
only
I
I
have
noticed.
told about mental one like solving puzzles, or I have,
Yes, you have mentioned it in your speech, and however you were able to convey your message. But when you were talking now, there were two categories. So that category you were not elaborating that time.
yeah, because Supriya's raised his hand in between, so I just have to done with that. And one more thing you said about I have take some pauses in between my speech. So truly saying, when in between I have stuck in between, so I'll use some random words. So I think I have to improve that thing. I'll just like any word I can say in between.
Yeah, it's really appreciating that you are taking an initiative to improve it. Thanks for my listening to my feedback. So thank you,
Thank you,
host.
Nikita. Thank you, Nikita, for giving feedback to Aman. Vishal, why you also want to give feedback? You can.
Yeah, actually, your today's speech was very good, I mean. But as Nikita already told you that you stuck in somewhere, this is your drawback. And the thing which I really love in your today's speeches, uh, I'm not agree with Nikita. As Nikita told you that your speech was not structured. Uh, if I told you that your today's speech, I think, in my point of view, your speech was structured. The only drawback is you stuck in somewhere, and your today's speech was structured. So that's it from my side.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
So thank you so much, everyone. So all of you have completed your speech, so it's my time now. So, first of all, good evening, everyone, once again. And today's topic is it good to continue with your hobbies to relieve yourself or to refresh yourself? So, if I talk about it, so it is not only good, I think it is very essential for our overall well-being. If I tell you about this, I will tell you in points. So, first of all, a web development field is a very hectic field. I think we are having so much stress because of our tight timeline of doing work, and we are solving many problems. So it is very stress work. So it is important to have some hobby so that you can relieve yourself, you can heal yourself. So it is very important. And another thing is that it is very important to have a work life balance. So there is, as Supriya said, there is two lives, a personal life and a professional life. So it is very important to have balance in between both the lives. You should not only give all the time to yourself, to your work. You should also give time to your families and your friends. It is also very important. And another thing is that your hobbies also helps you to socialize with people. If your hobby is somewhat you are doing any physical activity or anything, then you are socializing with people. And also you are, if you are, your hobby is playing games, you are socializing with people in that also. So it also improve your socializing skills. Then another thing is that if there is also their physical health is very important. So as web development field is like that, we are always on front of a screen. So it is very important to take care of our physical health, as we are always sitting in one place. So there are many diseases which we have, like diabetes and sugar, which is happening because of all of this. Because so you should have any activity in which you are doing a physical work. So it is very important to have a hobby like in which you are doing physical work. So if I talk about myself, I really love to spend time with my friends. So actually, there are my two friends, which are like my brothers, because we are friends from our childhood. So whenever I get free, or I just get depressed, or I get stuck in somewhere, I feel depressed. So we just go to have chai because it is very famous here. So we just go at chai tapri and have a chai, and we talk about our life and what is happening in our life. So that is the thing for me, which from which I get my stress relief. If I give you an example, a good example, then when we are using a phone, we are using it continuously. Then there is a time when we have to recharge it. So same is in with our life, because when we are doing continuous work, we should have a time where we should recharge ourselves. So for me, the time which I spend with my friends, this that is like recharging myself. So that's all from my side. Thank you so much. So anybody wants to give me a feedback, please? Yes, Vishal, bhai, you can.
Yeah, so your speech was not structured, one thing. And at the end of your speech, as you told that everyone should recharge yourself by doing something, or you just go outside with your friend to uh, give rest to your mind. And one another point you told that we have to get more result, we have to take a break. So not continuously anyone can work. So these are the very impressive points which you make. And one thing which you already also said that you just go outside with your friend to chai tapri. So the same thing which I did when I mean my brain become uh, hot. I just not working my brain. I just call my friends and tell them to go with chai tapri. So this is the same thing which I
Chai
already
make a
do.
school. Chai make a school. Yes, I agree.
Yes. Yeah.
Anybody else? Yeah, Nikita, you can.
Thank you, Karan. Karan, what I noticed in your speech, it was over realistic. Like you were mentioning your story that you have two friends, and whenever you feel depressed or feel stressed, so you go out with them to have some tea. And as Vishal said that it wasn't structured, so I also believe it wasn't structured at all. And however, you were able to convey your message because they were realistic things, but you could have made it more professional by adding some technicality to it. And yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nikita. Okay, so anybody
Welcome.
else? So okay, so all of our speeches are ended, so I should stop the recording.